Okay, in this video here, we're going to go ahead and actually execute the test now that we've pre-qualified our students for testing. So we're going to go into the calendar button. The members would check into testing just like they would a class. And we see here on February 28th, we have a test defined, so we're going to go in there. We have the 4 p.m. test slot. Touch into there. We see we have 7 members. Now let's say somebody forgot to sign in. We can go ahead and manually sign them in by pushing the attendance button there and add member, and we can see Tinkerbell hasn't signed in, so let's just manually go ahead and sign him into this test slot. And now Tinkerbell signed in. So now we're going to go ahead and execute the test. And just prior to the test starting, see who showed up, who didn't show up. You want to go ahead and create your groups that you're going to test them at. Normally we don't test everybody all together, so I'm going to group my white belts together. Group 1, create another group. We'll test my yellow belts together. Save. We're going to create a third group of my orange and green belts together, and you'll see we have 3 groups. Let's say you messed up a group and you just want to start over. You can do a long hold on the group and then just drag it to the middle of the screen, and you can delete it. And now group 3 is gone. I'm just going to go ahead and create that again though. And now we have group 3 created again. So now testing is getting ready to start. We go ahead and say group 1 line up. Group 1 lines up, and you can go ahead and assign the members to the judges that are going to be grading them. Whoever's going to be grading them unlocks the record by pushing the padlock key. So let's say we're going to be judging both Zoe and Sweetie. All the iPads that are currently in this testing session are in sync. So when grades are applied to one student, the students on the other iPads will also be updated as well with those grades. So let's say the students are out there performing their skills. We start giving them grades. Front snap kick A. Let's say Sweetie Belle got a C. I'm going to give her a C on her kicks there. Front snap kick. I want to put a note in there. If you give a C, and you push the little notepad right there, and we're going to say, in this case, we have some pre-canned notes already defined, which can be defined on the back end, or you can freehand a note in there. But our objective is to keep our eyes out on the mat watching our students. So I'm just going to say kick higher here. Touch that. Say OK. So now a note has been attached to that grade. They continue on with their skills. We continue to give them grades. And now group 1 is done. Group 1 can sit down. Group 2 line up. We're going to go ahead and grade group 2. So unlock their records, whoever you're grading. Unlock them. And again, start giving them grades as they perform their skills. Now, I'm just going to stop right there. You get the general idea here. You call your groups up, give them grades. They sit down. You call up your other groups. You give them grades. Put notes in there if you want. I recommend putting a final note in there at the bottom. You see final results. Tag a note in there. So you should tell your judges to say something, great first test, for example, would be a good note, because the report card is going to get emailed out here when we go through the test results. So if I back out of here, next to execute test, the test is done. You want to go into test results, and those same 3 groups that we're testing will show up there. So if I go into group 1, here are their grades. And I want to go ahead and push the pass fail button. I'm going to go ahead and pass Sweetie Belle and Zoe Smith. So I push the pass button. And if a note wasn't typed in by the judge, you can go ahead and put a note in here right now. Again, these students like to see feedback, so I would put some verbose notes in there. So you can see on the bottom we've passed Sweetie Belle. And now we're going to go ahead and pass Zoe Smith. So I push the pass fail button and we'll push save. And we've now passed these 2 individuals, and you'll see on the bottom they've been passed. They've automatically been promoted to their next belt level. So if I go into the members list and look up Zoe Smith, you'll see that Zoe is no longer a white belt. Go into the members list, and I'm just going to find Zoe right here on the bottom. You'll see been promoted to the next belt level automatically. So that's basically executing the test, and that action of passing them through the test results facility here, as soon as you pass them, an email goes out to the account holder with a nice PDF report card with their picture on it, your school logos on it. It's also available in their student portal, the member portal on Mat Now, where they can see their test results. So that's basically the execution of the test.